Have you ever wondered what would happen if the grid goes down? Welcome to the final chapter of our Grid Down Survival series, where we've been tackling this question head-on. Over the course of this series, we've taken a deep dive into the strategies and skills needed to survive and thrive in a world without the power grid. From creating dynamic family emergency plans to mastering advanced rainwater harvesting techniques, we've covered a broad spectrum of survival strategies. In this finale, we're going to summarize the core insights and advanced strategies we've discussed. We'll also encourage you to actively engage with your own survival strategies and share your discoveries and solutions. So whether you've been with us from the start or you're just tuning in now, there's something in this episode for everyone. Stay tuned as we delve into the crucial components of surviving a grid-down scenario. The first step to survival is a dynamical family emergency plan. In the face of uncertainty, one thing is crystal clear. Communication is key. It's the lifeline that keeps your family connected and informed, especially when conventional modes of communication might fail. This is where satellite messengers come into play. They're not dependent on terrestrial networks, making them a fail-safe option for staying in touch. From sending out SOS signals to sharing your location, these devices can be literal lifesavers. Moving on, let's talk about relocation. It's not just about packing your bags and moving to the countryside. It's a strategic decision that requires careful planning and consideration. Consider this. Are you moving to a place that's resilient to climate change? Is your new home located in a flood-prone area? These are questions you need to ask yourself before making the move. This is where FEMA flood maps come in handy. They provide valuable information about flood hazards, helping you choose a location that's safe and stable. But remember, these maps are not foolproof. They're a tool, not a guarantee. Always supplement this information with local knowledge and research to make an informed decision. Relocation also involves preparing for the unexpected. What if you need to leave your home in a hurry? Do you have an evacuation plan in place? If not, it's time to create one. Identify safe routes out of your home and community. Plan where to meet if you get separated. And most importantly, practice this plan regularly so it becomes second nature. Relocation is not just about finding a safe place to live. It's about creating a safe space for your family, where you can thrive, not just survive. It's about building a life that's resilient, sustainable, and adaptable to the challenges that may come your way. With a solid plan and a safe location, your survival chances increase dramatically. So take the time to plan, prepare, and practice. Because when it comes to survival, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Living off the grid doesn't mean living without comfort. It simply means tapping into sustainable resources that Mother Nature generously provides. Let's talk water first. The sky showers us with water, so why not make the most of it? Advanced rainwater harvesting techniques can help you secure a steady supply of this life-giving liquid. Here's a tip. Consider setting up a multi-stage filtration system to purify your harvested rainwater. And don't forget about ultraviolet purification. It's a game changer for eliminating harmful microbes without the use of chemicals. Now, let's illuminate the topic of energy. Relying on a single power source is like putting all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Capture the sun's energy with solar panels. Opt for sun tracking mounts that follow the sun's path across the sky, maximizing energy absorption. But remember, the sun isn't always shining. What about those cloudy, wind-swept days? That's when wind turbines come into play. They harness the power of the wind, providing an alternative energy source when sunlight is scarce. Going off-grid doesn't mean going back in time. It's about embracing a future that's resilient, self-reliant, and sustainable. It's about securing your energy needs with the sun and wind, and quenching your thirst with rainwater purified by the UV rays of the same sun. In essence, sustainable living off the grid is a dance with nature. It's about tuning into the rhythms of the natural world and using its resources wisely. It's about resilience and adaptability, about creating a life that's not just about surviving, but thriving, regardless of what the future holds. So, whether you're planning for a potential grid-down scenario or simply seeking a more sustainable lifestyle, remember this. Living off the grid is not a step back into the past. It's a leap forward into a future where we live in harmony with the earth, using its resources wisely and sustainably. Because at the end of the day, sustainability is the key to long-term survival. Without light and heat, survival becomes a challenge. This phrase couldn't be more accurate, especially when we find ourselves in a grid-down situation. So let's delve into some strategies and solutions that can help us manage our light and heat needs effectively. First off, let's recap our lighting strategies. Remember, reliance on a single source of light is never advisable. We need to diversify. Solar power, for instance, can be a fantastic source of illumination, especially when we optimize our solar batteries. We can charge these batteries during the day and use them to power our lights at night. But what about those cloudy days when the sun refuses to peek out? This is where DIY comes to the rescue. Beeswax candles can be a safer, longer-lasting alternative to conventional candles. They burn cleaner, produce less soot, and can provide light for a considerable amount of time. Now let's turn our attention to heating. Maintaining a comfortable temperature is vital for survival, especially during harsh winters or chilly nights. One effective heating strategy is the use of radiant barriers. These barriers reflect heat back towards its source, helping to keep the heat inside our living space. Thermal mass walls can also play a significant role in maintaining temperature. These walls absorb heat during the day and slowly release it at night, keeping our living space warm and cozy. It's a simple passive heating strategy that can be very effective in a grid-down scenario. Another sustainable heat source to consider is biofuel heaters. They use organic materials like wood pellets or corn kernels for fuel, providing a reliable heat source when electricity is not an option. In conclusion, effective light and heat management is not just about having a bright room or a warm house. It's about increasing our chances of survival in a grid-down situation. It's about leveraging available resources, being innovative, and most importantly, being prepared. Light and heat management is crucial for survival in a grid-down scenario. Remember this, and let it guide your preparation efforts. Security and defense are critical for survival. Let's delve into this crucial aspect of surviving in a grid-down scenario. Your home, your castle, your fortress, it's your primary line of defense against any potential threats. So it's vital to ensure it's as secure as possible. But how do we do this when traditional security systems rely on the grid? One solution is to invest in off-grid compatible security systems. These systems use renewable energy sources like solar or wind power and often come with backup battery systems for those darker and windless days. They provide a sense of security, acting as your eyes and ears when you can't be everywhere at once. But what if an unwanted visitor manages to bypass your security system? That's where DIY perimeter alarms come in handy. Homemade tripwires, pressure plates, or even strategically placed tin cans filled with pebbles can give you a heads up if someone tries to sneak onto your property. Remember, the goal isn't necessarily to stop intruders in their tracks, but to alert you of their presence so you can respond accordingly. Now, home security is just one piece of the puzzle. The truth is, there's strength in numbers, and forming community defense plans can increase everyone's chances of survival. Imagine having a network of like-minded individuals, each looking out for the other, ready to lend a helping hand when needed. It's about creating an ecosystem of mutual aid and protection. To make this work, establish clear emergency communication protocols. A simple walkie-talkie system can be a game changer in a crisis situation. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of tactical training. It's not about becoming a one-man army, but about equipping yourself with the knowledge and skills to respond to threats effectively. This could mean anything from learning how to properly secure your home to practicing self-defense techniques. It's about being prepared for the worst while hoping for the best. In conclusion, a secure home and a well-prepared community are your best defenses. An off-grid world may seem daunting, but with the right security and defense strategies, you can navigate it with confidence and peace of mind. Survival is a skill that can be learned and improved. An imperative part of preparing for any grid-down scenario is skill development. You might be wondering, what kind of skills? Well, folks, we're talking about advanced skills that go beyond the basics of survival. First, there's the Wilderness First Responder Certification. Also known as WFR, this is a comprehensive and in-depth look at wilderness medicine and the response techniques needed when emergencies occur in remote wilderness environments. It's not just about knowing how to put on a bandage. It's about understanding how to make critical medical and evacuation decisions in an environment where the nearest hospital could be days away. In addition to medical skills, it's also crucial to understand the equipment that will keep you alive and well. This is where workshops on repairing solar equipment come into play. Solar panels, batteries, and inverters are complex systems, and knowing how to troubleshoot and repair them can make all the difference when the grid goes down. These workshops can provide you with the hands-on experience and knowledge you need to keep your systems running efficiently. But remember, learning these skills is not a one-and-done deal. It requires continuous practice and education. It's about staying sharp, keeping up to date with the latest techniques, and always being ready to adapt. Don't underestimate the value of knowledge in a survival situation. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to handle whatever comes your way. And in a world where the only constant is change, the ability to learn and adapt is possibly the most valuable skill of all. So invest in your education. Take those wilderness medicine courses. Attend those solar equipment repair workshops. Make learning a part of your survival strategy. Because when the grid goes down, the knowledge in your head might just be the most important tool you have. Education is a survival tool. It's not just about the gear you have or the plans you've made. It's also about the knowledge you carry with you, the skills you've honed, and the adaptability you've cultivated. That's what will truly make the difference in a grid-down scenario. Survival isn't just physical, it's psychological. This rings true in any survival situation, from a power outage to a grid-down scenario. Our minds are powerful tools that can either propel us towards survival, or if not properly prepared, can become our worst enemy. So how do we prepare ourselves mentally for survival situations? It starts with understanding that our mental health is as critical as our physical health. Stress, anxiety, and fear can cloud our judgment and impair our decision-making abilities in crucial moments. Therefore, fostering mental resilience becomes a priority. One effective technique for building mental resilience is advanced meditation. This practice is more than just sitting quietly. It's about training your mind to focus and redirect your thoughts. Regular meditation can help reduce stress, increase concentration, and improve mental clarity, all of which are vital in survival situations. There are various forms of meditation, such as mindfulness, mantra, and transcendental meditation. Each has its benefits, and it's about finding the one that works best for you. Remember, consistency is key. Make meditation a part of your daily routine, not just something you turn to in times of crisis. Another important method for maintaining mental health is stress resilience practices. One such practice is progressive muscle relaxation. This technique involves tensing and then relaxing each muscle group in your body. It helps to reduce physical tension and promote a sense of relaxation. Progressive muscle relaxation is simple and can be done anywhere. Start by tensing the muscles in your toes. Hold for a few seconds, then relax. Gradually work your way up through the muscles in your legs, torso, arms, and finally, your face. By the time you finish, you'll feel significantly more relaxed and in control. In conclusion, mental health plays a crucial role in survival situations. By incorporating practices like advanced meditation and progressive muscle relaxation into your routine, you can cultivate a strong, resilient mind that's prepared for any challenge. Remember, mental preparedness is as essential as physical readiness. Survival is a journey, not a destination. On this journey, the terrain is ever-changing, shaped by advancing technology and shifting climates. To navigate these changes, we must stay informed and adaptable, ready to tweak our survival strategies as required. One way to stay ahead of the curve is to monitor climate change reports, such as those released by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC. These scientific assessments provide comprehensive insights into the state of our planet, offering predictions and scenarios that can inform our preparations. Moreover, as technology progresses, new tools and techniques may emerge that could enhance our survival capabilities. It's crucial to keep an ear to the ground, staying open to new ideas and innovations. Just remember, the key to survival isn't about having a fixed plan, but rather the ability to persistently plan, continuously adapt, and consistently overcome. Stay informed, stay adaptable. In a grid-down scenario, information is power. It's the key to your survival strategy, your skill set, and your ability to adapt. It's crucial to keep your documents and data protected against all odds. How do you ensure this protection? Start with physical documents. These could be maps, property deeds, identification papers, or certificates. Store them in a waterproof and fireproof safe. This shields them from natural disasters like floods and fires. But what about digital information? From survival guides to repair manuals, your digital library is a wealth of knowledge. To keep this data secure, use encrypted digital backups. This ensures your information is not just safe from physical damage, but also from cyber threats. Moreover, focus on data preservation techniques. Regularly update your backups and ensure you have offline access to your digital library. Remember, in a world off the grid, you can't rely on cloud storage. Secure your information, secure your survival. This is your survival journey. Every step you take, every skill you learn, every plan you make, it's all part of your unique path to resilience and self-sufficiency. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving, even when the grid goes down. We've journeyed together, delving into the depths of sustainable living, security, skill development, and psychological preparedness. Now it's your turn to put these insights into action. Don't keep your discoveries to yourself. Share them with us. What works for you? What solutions have you found? The comment section is a treasure trove of collective wisdom, and we're all eager to learn from each other. This finale might mark the end of our series, but it's not the end of your journey. Stay tuned for more survival strategies, and remember, we're all in this together. Thank you for joining us on this survival journey. Remember, we're stronger together.